Hello and welcome to the PixilArt tutorial. So today we'll be looking at how to use PixilArt and how to make pixel art with PixilArt. So first things first, this is the canvas that you will see when you first open it, and when you first open PixilArt, you can choose the size of the canvas. So I picked it to be 100 by 100 pixels, but at any point you can go to File in the top left and resize the canvas to as much as you want. And so this canvas is 100 pixels by 100 pixels, and you can see that each one of these little squares is 1 pixel that I can color in one at a time. And on the left you'll see all the different tools you can use. So the one I've just been using is the pencil tool, and if I want to get rid of it I can use the eraser tool. There's the brush tool that draws a few different pixels at a time with different shadings on the outer edges to make it look more like a paintbrush. And you can see you can change the size of the brush when you're drawing, and makes it look a little bit more artsy than the pencil. Then next you have the line tool, just for making straight lines on your canvas. Just erase some stuff. Next you have the square tool for making squares. You can change the size of the squares. Same thing with the circle tool. You can make circles of different sizes depending on the size that you pick. And then you have the bucket tool, so to fill in different shapes. So if I had an empty circle, I could fill the circle with the bucket tool to fill in different shapes. Then you have a color picker. If you ever use a color and you don't know how to find it, you can just use the color picker to find the color you were using before. Move tool to move different shapes and different things. Select tool, you can select different things on your canvas and change them. And you can see here you can change how the selection is made. So lasso or polygonal lasso, that just changes how you select things. So the default is the square. Text tool, you can add some text. Lighten, darken. So let's say I had a square, I could use lighten and darken to change it. So I can lighten it or darken it. See, I can't really darken the dark pixels, but you can see these gray pixels. By left clicking I can darken them, and by right clicking I can lighten them. That's a pretty useful tool. And then you have some more advanced tools here. For example, a stamp tool, you can find some pre-made things. You can crop the image, you can use a spray paint. So different types of tools. On the right side here, you have a preview of the canvas. You can zoom in, zoom out. Here you'll see all the different frames that you have. And then here you have the colors that you can pick, and also change the pixel size. So pretty intuitive, but let's see what happens when we add a frame. So let's put something on this frame first. It's going to use the brush tool and draw something like this. And then I'm going to add a frame. Now you can see that that is still there, but let's say I draw something else. So now I have two different frames. I have this frame and this frame. And if I take a look at the frames, I can change the time between each frame. So I can add frame, and you can see that it's gonna, if I preview it, it'll switch between each frame. And if I change the speed, say, get 1 millisecond, see now it's gonna spend 1 second on the first frame and 100 milliseconds on the second frame. So you can adjust basically how fast the transitions between the frames. And then you can copy the frames, have as many frames as you want. But let's see if I make an actual animation, what that'll look like. So I'll delete this frame, and on this frame I'll erase this, and I'll put a little stick man. Let's say I take black, and I draw a stick man, and then on the next frame I draw the same stick man, but with an arm down instead of up. And then in the third frame, I draw the same stick man with both arms down. Let's preview that. You can see that the stick man moves a little bit. So that's actually how you make little animations. So you can make little dancing animations, walking animations, jumping animations directly in PixilArt. And you just click the preview button to see what that'll look like. So that's pretty much it for the intro to PixilArt. As usual, the students will usually learn most of it through practice and through trying. So they'll usually just start working on it, and they'll discover everything. And usually that's how they learn how to use this stuff. So that's pretty much it.